Hey guys, Joe Walker here and welcome to the video. In today's video I want to share with you guys 3 tips which have helped me progress relatively quickly with my skateboarding. I've been skateboarding since August 2019 and I'd like to think that my progress has been pretty solid for about 9 months of skateboarding. I'm going to show you a little bit of a taster of what I can do on a skateboard. I am certainly no pro, no amateur, very much a beginner, but I'm making good progress. I wanted to share some things with you guys which can hopefully help you progress maybe a little bit faster, put a little bit of structure to your skateboarding sessions so you can get the most out of them. But before we get into the tips, let's do some skating. Tip number 1 comes after you are comfortable riding your board. If you're not yet comfortable riding your board, I've got you covered. Check out this video with some tips and hints to help you get more comfortable riding your skateboard. What I did to get seriously comfortable riding around on my board and prep myself for flat ground tricks, pop tricks, tricks that can maybe hurt your shins, tricks that you can slip out on pretty easily, is I skated transition. I actually have a very small, tiny little quarter pipe which I skated again and again and again. I didn't even pop an ollie for months. I don't know, a good few months. I just practiced stalls and kick turns and riding up and down this ramp, getting really comfortable at it. It forces you to get comfortable at speed. It forces you to get comfortable at turning your board and managing your body movements and just all kinds of things. And then I progressed onto flat ground tricks, onto tricks that are a bit more complex and you have to pop. So definitely get good at transition. Transition is key. First learn to ride and then I'd move it straight to the transition to get comfortable with things like speed, to get comfortable with things like moving your body, moving the board, leaning, loads of things get practice when you do transition. It doesn't make much sense to me to go from yes I can now ride to right I'm going to learn how to pop an ollie. There's a huge middle ground there that is being missed if you go from A to O for ollie. So definitely have a look at transition and getting more comfortable, super comfortable with riding your board. And there are tricks that you can learn, obviously some stalls on the coping, very small ramp if you can. If not, you can get comfortable with kick turns and pumping and things like that. Definitely get comfortable riding up and down ramps before you start to attempt tricks, because when you come to attempt those tricks, they will become much easier if you are super comfortable riding transition. Tip number 2, take some serious dedication, but it will help you get over commitment issues that can arise when learning new tricks, especially flat ground tricks that I found from my experience. It's the 2 trick line challenge, is what I've come to call it. Basically, pick 2 tricks that you've either watched tutorial videos on, you're confident that you could give them a good go, you've done them a few times maybe, and then put them in a line and force yourself to do them in a line. Pick the trick that is the hardest to you to do first, therefore it gets more practice. So let's say when I started we had ollie and shove it. I found shove it harder because I learned to ollie ages ago when I skated as a kid, and it didn't take me long to pick that back up again. But the shove it I didn't learn as a kid, so that needed more practice. So I would shove it and then I would ollie, shove it and then ollie, shove it and ollie, shove it and ollie. And what happens is your practice sessions, they're not stagnant, you're learning new things and you're practicing the tricks that need practice. And what you'll find is if you do this, your one, mixing up your skate sessions with a multitude of tricks, and two, you are putting some serious work into your tricks, and each trick takes hours and hours of practice, and this will help you give them hours and hours of practice. It will also help you to plan your sessions. If you plan your sessions, you'll get so much more out of them, and this is key and crucial for when you're practicing skateboarding. Don't go down to your skate park thinking, just gonna give some things a try and kick some things around. You can do that, that's fine, but if you really want to progress quickly, think about it. Okay, today I'm going to go down to my skate park, I'm going to ollie and then kickflip, ollie and then kickflip. But actually I'm not, because my kickflip needs more work, so I'm going to kickflip then ollie, kickflip then ollie, kickflip then ollie. After you've warmed up, of course, then throw down the 2-line trick challenge. And trust me, this is what I did. It helped, it worked, especially for tricks that like follow each other. So for example, a frontside 180 ollie and a fakie half cab. You're kind of in the foot positioning after the frontside 180 ollie to get into the fakie half cab, and it just works. It really helped me progress quickly. Tip number 3 follows directly on from tip number 2, and it is to take the 2-trick line challenge to the next level. I call it the Skateboarding Made Simple Volume 1 Trick Challenge. Did make a video of it, please do check it out in the iCard above. If you can do all the basic tricks, I challenge you to these tricks, to this challenge, all in a row without bailing. It's difficult, but if you watch the video, I talk through how it can really help you to iron out the tricks that are the most difficult to you, yet still practice the ones that are becoming more easy to you. So definitely check that out. It's basically where you take the 2-trick line challenge and you apply that to all the basic tricks in a row. It's brutal, but it practices every flat ground trick. And I basically used this again and again and again, and trust me, the day you land all the beginner flat ground tricks in a row and you complete the challenge, happy day. And it really is a brilliant way to practice, because one, it can just straight up 5 seconds flat of thinking, plan out an entire just hours and hours worth of what your skate session is going to be, and two, it gets you well practiced at tricks that are gonna follow you all through your skateboarding career. So definitely give that a try. So just to recap the 3 tips, we have tip number 1, which is to skate transition after you are comfortable riding your board around on the flat ground, and definitely before you attempt to do any flat ground tricks. This will help you further down the line. You'll become super confident on your board, super ready to do flat ground tricks once you get there, which is tip number 2. Once you've learned a couple of tricks, you feel like you can do a couple of tricks, put them in a line of 2. Put the hardest one first, the second one the easiest one, the one that you're more comfortable with. This will ensure that your hardest trick is getting more practice, yet all of your tricks are getting the practice that they need. And tip number 3 is the Skateboarding Made Simple Trick Challenge, which is once you have landed all of the beginner skateboarding tricks, you feel like you can do some of them, but you've done some of them, then put them into a line and try to do them all in a row without bailing. It is difficult, but you can do it if you commit, if you're dedicated, and if you put the time in. You can definitely do it. So I hope this video helps, guys. These are 3 things that I could think of which have helped me progress. It has taken a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, a lot of time, a lot of energy and a lot of effort, but it's all been worth it. It's been a lot of fun, and I feel like I've progressed at a rate that I am happy with, I'm comfortable with, and that's what's important, really. Progressing fast isn't necessarily always right for someone. Just because I've progressed this fast, there'll be people who've progressed a lot faster than I have, there'll be people who've progressed a lot slower than I have, but everyone needs to go at their own pace. That's to stay safe and to make sure that you're having fun. Just because someone's progressing fast does not mean that you have to or you should be, or if there's anything wrong. These are just things that you can apply, but take your own time, go at your own pace, push yourself, but push yourself within your own limits. That's what's important. The most important thing above all of that is that you're having fun. If you're not having fun, then you're probably doing something wrong. Just try to go at a pace that is more comfortable for you, and you get on your skateboard with a smile on your face and you're happy to be on that skateboard doing whatever it is that you're trying to do. Don't set your expectation to someone else's level, compare yourself to yourself yesterday. I hope that makes sense. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave it down in the comments below how you have supported yourself or others with their skateboarding progression and how you have pushed yourself to get better and better at your skateboarding. As always, I want to say a massive thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.